Hey there, Virgo Sun, Virgo Moon, Virgo Rising. Happy New Year. So we're going to take a look, a sneak peek at 2023. Oh, interesting. And we're going to, I'm saying interesting because I just did Aries and they also had the bear spirit for the overall energy. So we're going to take a sneak peek at the first quarter of this year. I will then do an extended for the entire year. And if you're interested in that, the details of how to access that is going to be in the description box below. But you have the bear for the overall energy, and the bear always says to me, Spirit's got your back. Spirit is totally going to safeguard you and protect you this year, going to lead you through your heart space. We have the Archangels of Uriel and Jophiel. Jophiel really wants you to always be very much in your power of confidence and joy in order to manifest. And for the first quarter of the year, you have the Lady Bird, clearly someone from down under. So the ladybug for those of us here in the Northern Hemisphere. So we have this ladybug. It's on this spiral energy. And so luck is going to be on your side. You're going to be, you're going to have some opportunities. It says accept happiness and good fortune. And Archangel Primniklik, I don't know how to say that. I don't know how to say that. I will spell it for you. PreminiLek. So you're being encouraged to go ahead and look that up. They're saying if you want to know more about this. Okay, so you have some really interesting energy coming through. Okay, all right. So wow. The area for you to really focus on is you're birthing something new. You have this Ace of Wood. It's using the Chinese, the Eastern 5 elements here. And so this is rapid growth. Something that you plant the seed of, it will spring up. It's the spring energy. It's the coming up really fast energy. So something really new. It is going to be driven by your emotional energy, what you put into it, using your energy of enthusiasm. And so this accepting the happiness and the good fortune, it's almost like I really want to encourage you to picture yourself in a situation where you're already happy and you feel successful. Right, so your feelings, so emotion is energy in motion, and so the more energy you put into it, what you feel will make it real. And so if you really want to feel accomplished and to really create and manifest something for yourself, it becomes really important that you feel the success. So how do you do that? You don't. It's not about knowing all the details of what it looks like. So let's say it's a project at work, okay? And you want to make a good impression on the boss, right? You want to be a high producer or even the highest producer. You don't focus on what that number is that makes you the highest producer or what that success is exactly. What you focus on is how you're going to feel when your boss is like, good job. When you get the bonus that comes with it, whatever the reward is for you, how that sense of satisfaction of, wow, I really did this. I did this. And so I think that, so they're showing me the bamboo trees. So here's the thing. The bamboo trees sometimes, so it takes years. It takes 5 years. You plant it and it takes a little time to get its root systems in, and then seemingly overnight it sprouts up like 35 feet. And so this is this birthing here. It's something you've either already been pouring a lot of time and energy into, and you're wondering, is it going to work out? Or it's something that you're going to have to, I think I can, like put the effort in at the beginning and then allow it to really shoot forward. So I am using Ching, and I thought I was going to have to throw the coins to figure out what they're trying to say here, but I don't. Not this time. So you have here the card of difficulty at the beginning, followed by easy progress. The difficulty at the beginning is the number 3. That's the energy of the Empress. that is that energy of planting the seed and nurturing it and waiting. There's a waiting period, a little bit of a waiting period involved here. But then you have the easy progress, which tells me then it takes off. Then it takes off like on a sprint. And so this is the area of change. Something that you have been putting time and effort into, or something you're going to be putting during the first quarter of this year, time and effort and nurturing, then once it takes root, it really starts moving along. It's like priming the pump, priming the pump. And so accept the fact that this is a good thing that's happening to you. Good luck is happening for you. It's coming in. You're going to have an opportunity to really manifest something. I say manifest something and I read this card. Okay, manifest something in your life that you're really working on. And for some of you, this is definitely around career. It's about what you put in, you're going to get out. All right? So trust the process. There is something that's going to require you to take a deep dive. You are going to need to get below the surface of the situation, kind of like the rooting of something. So if you want your business to grow, you need a really good website, right? So you're going to have to go into the details of how do I make sure this thing, when I launch it, it really works, right? So that's the thing where you pour a lot of energy in at the beginning, but then it takes off. Or you're manufacturing a new product, but you got to make sure that all the details are right. Or you're writing a book, you got to make sure you've gone through and done all the editing and the rewriting, or whatever the project, the proposal, the thing that you're trying to do. It is one of those things where you're going to have to do the deep dive at the beginning. It is the energy that you are willing to put in at the beginning, making sure that it is on a solid foundation, that it has everything in place before you expose it to the world. That is what is going to be the game changer, the difference maker in making this situation really work for you. So this first quarter of the year, make sure that you are digging in, going beneath the surface and looking for things from a different perspective, and understanding that you're going to have to seek some answers. You're not going to find everything as easily as you'd like to. Like, some of this is really going to require you to go a little bit deeper to figure out what it is that you have going on, because you have the moon with the Six of Pentacles. And so in the career sector, this, though, look, she is below the surface and looking up, right? And so she is doing the deep dive to get the information. The Six of Pentacles says the energy you put in is what you are going to receive. And so if you are lazy about it, if you're not doing the research, if you're not doing the hard work, then you're not creating a solid foundation that allows and nurtures this seed to grow into something that is really great. And so it is the work you put in the beginning that's going to matter. It is priming of the pump, because you have here the card of manifesting and doing. So yes, feel what it would feel like to be successful. Yes, set a goal. Yes, know what it is you're trying to accomplish here, and doing. And doing, you're going to have to put the effort in order to accomplish what it is that you are seeking to accomplish during the first quarter of the year. This is luck. This is things falling into place for you. Yes. But ultimately, it's going to come down to, are you putting the energy into that project in order to make it to manifest? Now, I really feel like this is mostly career, and this part here is about career. But let's look at this. If you have a new relationship and you're trying to build something in a new relationship, either a friendship or, with a significant other, or you're trying to bring something back together, or you're trying to, I don't know, you're starting a search for a new place to live, or anything like that, anything that, you're kickstarting it from ground zero. It has the same principles of having to prime the pump, having to put the work in order to manifest what you want. Okay, so in the area of focusing on what you can do to improve your relationships, and in your relationships, isn't just the significant other. It's with your children, your parents, your friends, your coworkers, your boss, whatever. So what can you do personally, right? Because we can never change other people. The only person we can ever change is ourselves. And a lot of times that starts with our own attitude, the attitude of gratitude for the lessons learned and the growth that we've experienced along the way. It has to do with our sense of self-worth, self-esteem. How much do we love ourselves? And I don't mean in a narcissistic way, but I mean with unconditional love. Like, yeah, okay, yeah, I didn't get everything right, but I'm learning, I'm growing, and I'm improving, right? And so it always starts with ourselves. So how can you do a little extra work this first quarter of the year on yourself in a way that spills out to, goes in waves, moves out into the relationships around you? Oh, you actually have 3 cards. Ooh, look at this. Like, okay, so this seed of intention could totally be about a new relationship coming in because you have the card of dating that came out with the gardener. This one also wanted to come, so I let it. Okay, so dating. Whether you are in an existing relationship or not, it's something new. The energy around dating is getting to know each other. It's about doing fun, enjoyable things together. It is in the process of being open and having conversations. It is not about asking someone to come in and save you and rescue you. It's about having fun together. So if you're in a relationship that's gotten stale and stagnant, start dating your partner again. Put the little notes in the briefcase or in the lunch bag or, whatever, right? Like, put them on the bathroom mirror, whatever, do things that spark things up. And you have the card of creativity that comes with this. So be creative in your approach. If you are starting a new relationship, someone you've never met before, do things that are fun and creative that are you. It's important that you be you. I'm not asking you to pretend to be somebody else, but I'm asking you to remember that life is supposed to be fun and creative. We have the card of the gardener. And the gardener is really good about nurturing and caring for, and it has the long view, right? When you plant a garden, you put a tree in your garden, okay? Because you want to have a spot for shade, because you want to grow things in the sun and things in the shade and whatever, right? But you have to be aware of how deep do the roots go? How far out will it spread? How far is the canopy? How much is this going to impact? Is this too close to the water source? My mom, you don't know this, Mom, I'll tell you. My mom planted a stick, and it was a willow stick, and we're all laughing at her. We're like, oh, this is a stick, it'll never be a tree. Well, it was a tree, but my mom planted it way too close to the water source, and she had to end up drilling a new water source, and it was too close to the house. It ended up having to be cut down because it was attacking the house. And so this shady willow tree that she envisioned ended up being a monster that she let loose in the yard. So there's things like that you have to pay attention to. So you're laying a foundation here. It's almost as though you're putting in the structures of things that have longevity to them. It feels like that's what you start with, right? Because you change out the annuals every year. You can move the beds around. But I feel like if you're starting to date, you want to establish structure in that dating process that is respectful and honoring of you and who you are and honoring of the other party and who they are. And as a gardener will tell you, sometimes you plant something and you're like, gosh, that really just doesn't work here, and you have to take it out. So dating does not mean a relationship. If you are seeking a good relationship and you started the dating process, it is the getting to know each other stage. This is not, oh, you are the first person you date that says hi to you. That doesn't mean that's the person you're going to marry, right? So to make sure that you are dating with the idea of you're looking for that person that's a good fit in your garden, right? So there's that. And then if you are currently in a established relationship, then all right, so the structures are already in place, and now it's time to start moving some of those plants around and breathing new life into it and finding something that's interesting or putting in a new path, right? And so it's that being creative and bringing some of the excitement back into your relationship. So you have the card of courage. No one is fearless. No one. But even though I'm not fearless, I am courageous. When fear shows up, I don't run away from it. I use my courage to conquer it. My courage allows me to walk right up to fear and kick it in the nuts and then quickly hide behind someone bigger until it goes away. And who are you going to hide behind? Spirit's got your back. So this first quarter of the year, don't be afraid to try new things. Don't be afraid to stand up for yourself. Don't be afraid to infuse situations with your energy. Put yourself out there. Do the hard work. Dive a little deeper. Really create something. It is the energy you put in at the beginning is going to establish what ends up manifesting from this, right? It's the manifesting and doing. You have to do the work, but with this balance here of the Six of Pentacles, this is about remembering to work and play in balance. This is about the energy you put into a situation. If you give it enough time and you're still not reaping the rewards of it, time to think about, well, what can I do differently to bring my life back into balance? Six of Pentacles is a Virgo card. Totally. Every card falls through a certain season, and Six of Pentacles falls in yours, and you are the sixth house, right? And so this is you. This is your energy totally. And so if things are not flowing in a balanced way, then it is up to you to make the adjustment, to stand up for yourself, to have the courage, and understand that Spirit's got your back. Lead from the heart. All right? Okay, so I'm going to do the extended of this where I'm going to go through and do this again for each of the quarters. If you are interested in purchasing that, the details are below. And if you're interested in a private reading, a one-on-one reading, I'm going to do that too. Those details are below also. You guys have a great, happy, and healthy, and productive new year. All right, you guys take good care, and I'll see you in 2023, right?